Millennials. Here we go. Sorry, folks. We'll get right back.
Oh, nice.
Thank you. Oh shit! Show them the back of your jacket. Joe Quesada gave me that like almost 20 years ago when we were working on Daredevil, and I used to fit in it, and I don't anymore, but now my kid does. Isn't that awesome? That's the show, folks. You think it looks good? The JJ piece was absolutely amazing. JJ wanted to be interviewed on the Universal tour because that's where he decided to become a filmmaker.
Yeah, we did it on the steps of the Psycho House because of the influence that Alfred Hitchcock had on him. So it was really weird. I gotta say, that was so weird for me to be sitting there interviewing my best friend, but then with you there, it was incredible. We tag team a lot of people, and it's so much fun. I mean, you guys, can you imagine? I'm getting paid to sit with Kevin Smith for a half hour. How amazing is that? Thank you.
Thank you for having me. We did tag team Charlie Hunnam this morning, man. And it was like two bears on the hottest British twink you've ever met, man. It was all sexy.
That was awesome.
What else?
Sexy guy, that dude.
He's very sexy. What else do we have coming up on the show in the future? The pieces that we've already been.
Well, we won't see this Sunday, but I got to go to when they were scoring Star Trek Beyond and experience what happens there. It's pretty amazing to watch them score it's so beautiful that you could actually watch the movie without any dialogue. And seeing my big fat face up on the screen was kind of cool. And Michael Giacchino is a genius, so to give us that access was really great. Got a lot of great stuff. I talked to so many people here, like talking to Jim Lee was huge for me here. Finding out that he is really into The Bachelorette, that was odd, but great.
We ask everybody, it's kind of cool on the show, I mean, because of the title, we're like, what do you guys geek out about? Because you get to talk to a lot of people that create stuff that make everyone else excited, and you're like, what's the meal you eat that makes you make what you make and stuff? What fuels you? And oddly enough, like people give great answers that you're like, holy shit. We talked to Antoine Fuqua, the great director of Training Day and Magnificent Seven remake coming up. I'm like, what do you geek out about? And he's serious as a heart attack, and he goes, comedy.
Seriously, like comedy.
He launched into it, and like he could speak wax eloquently about all sorts of like movies and stand-up and
Step Brothers. He was quoting Step Brothers, like specifically, he was acting them out. It was like all of a sudden, what? Training Day, dude. I was expecting him to be like, ha ha ha, bam.
Yeah,
didn't happen.
Wasn't that at all. So it's cool. We get to sit around with people and kind of get a little bit deeper than most people get to interview them and stuff like that. Ask them weird, fun, fucked up shit. The show turned out like great, man. Like honestly, I'm not acting surprised. Like I thought it'd be bad, but I watched like a cut of the show we saw today, and we were like, holy fuck, man, they did a great job.
It's not Entertainment Tonight. It's not those little sound bites. We go deeper. We find out stuff that we all want to ask if we were sitting. The questions you get to ask here. So we're really lucky that we're able to do this. It's really exciting. I hope you guys enjoy it. We're going to be off the air for like 3 weeks on Sunday. Please, everybody watch, and then we're off for a little bit, and then we're on after Fear the Walking Dead for 8 shows straight. So if it does well,
when Fear the Walking Dead starts, we start our regular run for that.
Right.
Sweet.
Guys, thank you so much.
Give it up for Brody, man. Parkman, holy shit. All right, let's dive into a little bit of Q&A. Hit those lights and let's find out what you want to talk about. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, Kevin. How are you doing today?
So good, man. Last year was a little weird for me here, but like this is wonderful. And I'm also, last year was a learning experience too. Bless you. I came to this stage with like a lot of like, if nobody's here, who the fuck am I? And then nobody was here, and I had to figure out who the fuck I was. So I grew off of the thing, man. It was kind of cool. Like in the moment, it was the worst thing to happen. If you don't know the story, I'll tell you the story real quick. But in order to tell you that story, I got to tell you a much longer story first. That goes back a little far in time, man. When I first met JJ, first time I met JJ Abrams was 1994. Like we made this movie Clerks, and Miramax picked it up. And so me and Scott Mosier, my producer, would go up to New York all the time and meet with the Miramax folks and whatnot before the movie came out. We were talking to Jeannie Gardini, she was our publicist. And she goes, here, take this box. And she goes, open it. And we were like, what's in the box? And in the box, man, was shirts. There was a pile of shirts. And I lifted one up, and it said Clerks on the front of it. They'd stamped the logo from the movie on the shirt. I'd never seen anything like that at that point. I'd seen t-shirts, but not anything that bore my fucking shit on it. Like, it was breathtaking. I was like, fuck, yes, what is this? And she goes, we gave them out at a screening for college kids, and we had a few left. We figured you'd want them. There's 10 in the box. I was like, fuck yeah, I want this, man. Oh my God, I'm gonna give them out to all my friends and family when I go home, thanks. So we left. Me and Scott go downstairs to get our car out of the garage, waiting for the car to come. This girl comes over that Scott knows, and she's with this dude who's wearing glasses. And she's talking to Scott, and then she goes, oh, this is my friend, JJ. And I said, JJ Abrams, because I knew his name because, you know, he'd sold a spec script, Taking Care of Business. They made it a movie with Jim Belushi, and he had written Regarding Henry, so I'd recognize the name and stuff. I said, oh my God, you JJ Abrams? I recognized him because he was in Regarding Henry. He's a delivery boy at one point. And he goes, yeah. And I was like, oh, right on, man. Regarding Henry, I loved it and stuff. And he goes, thanks, what's in the box? And I was like, this? Oh, it's t-shirts for this movie we made called Clerks. He goes, ooh, can I have one? And I was like, yeah, of course. And I opened the box, and he took a shirt, and he was like, thanks. And they fucked off, and they went in the building and stuff. So we get in the car and we're driving home, and it's an hour drive between Lower Manhattan and where I lived in Jersey at the time. And I'm driving, and the whole conversation for that whole ride is, can you believe that motherfucker took one of our shirts? Like, we don't even know that guy, man. And he asked for a shirt, and I just bitched out, and I was like, take one. I was like, we had fucking 10 shirts. He took one, we only got 9. And Scott's like, your math's impeccable. I said, why'd you let me do that? He's like, it happened before I could stop it. I was like, God damn it, man. It would bug me forever. Like, I would always kick myself and shit like that. So I didn't see JJ again for a little while, man. That was like 1994. Maybe the next time I ran into him was around the time we were making Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back at that point, man. I think the timing was, he had dropped me an email, I think, because I liked Alias, and I started hitting him up about Alias, going, this is great. And at one point he goes, you gotta direct an episode. And I was like, dude, I will direct an episode of Alias as long as I can call my episode Saturday. Because that show was always intense, and they were going all over the world and shit. I said, I just want to do an episode where it's like they always went through the word, like Milan, and take you to someplace else. I just want to do laundry, and just watch them fucking do normal shit. And he goes, never mind, don't direct the show. So we've been chit-chatting, and he goes, he emailed me, he goes, hey man, I'm working on Superman with Mick G. Mick G was going to direct Superman at one point, and JJ was the author of the screenplay. He goes, I'm working with fucking Mick G making Superman. We just watched some video of you at a college talking about working on Superman, and you're talking about working with John Peters. If you've never seen like the Evening with Kevin Smith stand-up special, or if you haven't watched this awesome documentary by John Schnepp, The Death of Superman Lives, What Happened, you get to see some fantastic documentary. You see a guy in that documentary, I talk about the producer of the movie, John Peters, he was a bit eccentric. They were working with John Peters at that point. So like, we just watched you tell that story about John Peters, and we're working with him now, so we wanted to see if you'd come out to lunch so we could exchange notes about John Peters, because he's fucking nuts. So like, clearly you feel the same way, come eat. So we went out to eat, sat around jawing about my experience on Superman, what they were doing. And they invited me upstairs to their office, and they had a previs sequence of the first flight. So it's computer-generated storyboards and stuff, but literally looks like a video game or something. And you know, I saw like what it would have looked like. It was very fucking cool and shit. That new movie never wound up happening. They shelved it or something. And then they did the other one instead. You know, the Superman Hits a Rock movie, whatever that was called. Superman Returns. So after the chit chat about looking at the clip and stuff, I was like, this is great. You guys are doing great, man. So I was like, I gotta get out of here. My kid was young at the time. She was having, I think we were celebrating her 3rd birthday. So I gotta go, man. My kid's birthday is tomorrow, and if I don't help my wife set up, you know, I'm a total asshole. I've already been gone for like 5 hours. And JJ goes, you got a kid? I got a kid. I said, yeah. And he goes, yeah, how old's your kid? She's going to turn 3. Because my kid's almost 3. Our kids actually know each other, go to school together, still hang out to this day. It's kind of cute. But at that moment I was like, oh, right on. And he goes, and you're having a kid's party? And I said, yeah, in my house. And I didn't even see it coming, man. Because who would ever ask? Like, total fucking stranger, more or less. And still he goes, ooh, can I bring my kid to your kid's party? And it's like that moment, like two roads diverged in the yellow wood, and I took the road less traveled by. I got to come back to the same point and take the other road. Like, I could make up for giving that dude a shirt. Just like, no, dude, no. Like, I don't know you well enough to go to the park. But instead, I just bitched out, and I was like, yeah, come on over. Bring my kid. And drove home the whole time, going, what the fuck is wrong with me? It's like he's got a spell on me, this guy. I got back to the house and my wife was like, how was that? I was like, it's good, but I think JJ Abrams is going to bring his kid over to the birthday party. And she goes, no, really? And I said, yeah, he asked if he could come. I said, sure, come. And she goes, nobody ever does that. They say I'll come, they don't show up. I said, you're probably right. Next day the party was going on, somebody was like, JJ Abrams is here with his kid. And I was like, the motherfucker showed up. He came in, we hung out, the kids hung out, we sat around John and shit like that. He's just a lovely fucking human being. Around that same time, like I had done an episode of Dinner for Five. John Favreau had this amazing show on IFC called Dinner for Five, where he'd invite 4 people out to dinner with him, and they just sit around and talk. Like, you can find it on ifcprobably.com. It's definitely on YouTube and stuff. But I've done the show as a guest, and one time Fabs was like, hey, I can't do the show this week, why don't you co-host it? Because I know you love the sound of your own voice, and this show allows you to talk a lot. I was like, yeah, I'd love to, and you get to pick your own panel. So we were making Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, so my panel was Stan Lee, Jason Lee, JJ Abrams, and Mark Hamill. And we all went out to eat, and we did an episode of Dinner for Five. And you can find it online and shit. If you watch that episode, it happened in 2001. So fucking what, 14, 15 years before Force Awakens. But in that episode, Mark Hamill at one point going, you know, if we ever did another Star Wars, I really wanted to see Luke go bad, and here's why. And he plotted it out, and you could almost see JJ Abrams writing everything down. It's adorable, man. So, you know, he'd been in my life for a while, but like I never, you know, I don't know if I would ever say like me and JJ are friends. I guess we're friends, but I'd never say we're besties and shit. I don't see him enough, I guess, to consider him a friend, but he's been nothing but a friend to me all this time I've fucking known him. When he made the Mission Impossible movie, he goes, dude, can you come? He sent me an email. He goes, can you come and watch the movie? I need to cut the movie down. Give me some notes, man. Come through, be brutal. I said, okay, and I went over to Bad Robot, and they set me up with a big Avid, and they gave me a yellow legal pad, and he said, just write us anything you can think of. I'm gonna be harsh. I need big cuts. And I said, okay. And he left, and I watched it, and I took notes and shit. The whole movie I took notes. I left when it was over, left with a yellow legal pad, shit, said goodbye. He'd left already, so I said, tell him I said goodbye. Next day, I get a phone call from JJ Abrams. He goes, 6 pages of fucking notes? I was like, yeah. He goes, back and front, Kevin. I said, hard to read? He goes, hard to frame. And I said, why are you gonna frame him? He goes, I've never gotten better notes in my life. And I said, really? He goes, listen to your first note. It's wonderful, it's not helpful, but listen to it. Tom Cruise rocks in this. You said to write down what I thought. He goes, every single fucking thought you had during the movie? There's nothing but a praise and shit. I believe he actually did frame them, and he's funny like that. Then he did Star Trek, and he goes, come watch an early cut of Star Trek. And at one point we did that, and I finally told him some stuff. Lovely dude, but again, I would like be hard pressed to say like we're friends. I'd feel weird saying it because he might be like, no, we're not, and shit like that. But he's been in my life for a long time. One day he sends me an email when they're making Force Awakens. And he's like, holy shit, we're in Abu Dhabi, man, and we're making Force Awakens, as you know. And Mark is here, Mark Hamill. And he's going, and we were just talking about how the first time we met was doing Dinner for Five with you, so it feels weird that you're not here. So why don't you come out to Abu Dhabi and watch us make the movie? And I wrote back, fuck no. Abu Dhabi is hot. I'm a layers man. And he wrote back, he was just like, we're going to England to shoot it. Why don't you visit us when we do it in England? I said, oh my God, I would totally love that. When are you doing that? And he goes, like December? I said, I'm going to be over there. I'm going to be doing Jay and Silent Bob Get Old, my podcast, Hollywood Babylon, 2 podcasts we're going to be doing over there. He goes, dude, you got to come to the set, man. You would really love what we're doing here. I said, all right. And he said, I'm going to give you Morgan, my assistant. She'll take all your info. So I met Morgan via email, his assistant. And she was like, when are you coming out? I told her when. She goes, okay, perfect. When you're coming, let me know. I'll hook you up and stuff, tell you where to go. I said, all right. So we went out, did our tour and shit, and I had 2 days off in the middle of the week, like